Hello and welcome back to the Practical English Podcast. I'm your host, Mike.
And I'm Angela. It's great to be with you all today.
Today, we have a really important topic, something that comes up in almost every conversation, making decisions and talking about the future. We're going to make the difference between will and going to super easy.
Exactly. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to talk about your plans, make promises, and even offer help, all using the right words. So let's get started.
All right, let's begin with will. Angela, think about this situation. You're sitting in a cafe with a friend. The waiter comes to your table. What do you say?
Good question. I'd look at the menu and then I'd probably say, I'll have a cappuccino, please.
Exactly. I'll have. You used will. This is our first big rule. We use will for spontaneous decisions. These are decisions you make at the moment you are speaking.
Right. I didn't plan to have a cappuccino yesterday. I decided right there, at that moment.
Let's try another one. Imagine we're at home and the phone starts ringing. I might say,
I'll get it.
perfect. You just decided to answer the phone. It wasn't a plan. So rule number 1 for will, use it for decisions made now.
That makes sense. It's for things that just happen. Like, if I feel cold, I might say, I think I'll put on a sweater.
Yes, a great real-life example.
Okay, so will is also used for a couple of other things that are very similar to spontaneous decisions. The first one is offering to help someone.
Like if I see you carrying a lot of heavy grocery bags, what might I say?
You'd probably say, those look heavy. I'll help you with them.
Exactly. I'll help you. It's an offer I'm making right now, in the moment. It's polite and very common. Or if a colleague at work is confused, you could say, don't worry, I'll explain it to you.
Okay, so spontaneous decisions and offers to help. What else?
The third main use for will is making promises. When you want to tell someone you will definitely do something.
Okay. So I could say, thanks for lending me this book. I'll give it back to you next week, I promise.
That's a perfect example. We also use the negative form, won't, for promises. For example, you can tell me your secret. I won't tell anyone.
Okay, let's do a quick review of will. We use it for
1. Spontaneous decisions. I'll have the pizza.
2. Offers. I'll help you with your homework.
And 3. Promises. I'll call you tonight.
Great. So now that we understand will, let's talk about its partner, going to. Mike, how is going to different?
The difference is actually very simple. If will is for decisions made now, going to is for plans and intentions made before now.
Before now. Okay, so it's for things I have already decided to do.
Precisely. Let me ask you, Angela, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to visit my parents. I already told them I was coming.
There you go. I'm going to visit my parents. It's a plan. You decided this before our conversation. You wouldn't say, I think I'll visit my parents, because that sounds like you just decided this second.
That's a very clear way to put it. So going to is for any prior plan. For example, we're going to watch a movie tonight. We already chose the movie.
Right. Or she's going to start her new job on Monday. This is a definite plan.
And we can see a clear difference here. If a friend asks, do you want to come to the cinema tonight? I might say, sorry, I can't. I'm going to work late. That was my plan.
But if you didn't have a plan, you might decide right then and say, oh, a movie? Great idea. I'll come.
So the key question to ask yourself is, did I decide this before now, or am I deciding right now?
That is the golden rule.
There is one other important use for going to, right? For predictions.
Yes, but a specific type of prediction. We use going to when we have evidence for something that is about to happen. You can see it or hear it or feel it.
Like the classic example, you look outside and the sky is full of dark clouds. You would say, look at those clouds. It's going to rain.
Exactly. The evidence is the dark clouds. Or if you see someone running very fast towards a bus stop, you might think, oh no, he's going to miss the bus.
Right. It's a prediction based on what you can see right now. This is different from a general prediction about the future, like, I think people will live on Mars someday. That's more of an opinion, so we use will.
That's a really helpful distinction. So for going to, we have two main uses.
1. Plans and intentions made before speaking. I'm going to learn Spanish next year.
And 2, predictions based on present evidence. Be careful, you're going to drop that glass.
Okay, Mike, I think we've made the rules very clear. But let's be honest, sometimes even native speakers seem to use them interchangeably. Does it really matter if we make a mistake?
That's a great question. In fast and formal conversation, the lines can sometimes get a little blurry. People will almost always understand you. However, using them correctly makes your English sound much more natural and precise.
Especially with plans. If I say, I'll travel to Japan next year, it sounds like I just decided. But if I say, I'm going to travel to Japan next year, it sounds like a real plan that I'm excited about. The meaning changes slightly.
That's the key. For English learners, sticking to the rules we've discussed is the best way to be clear and sound natural. Will for now, going to for before.
All right, that brings us to the end of our episode. Let's do a final super fast summary. Mike?
You got it. Use will for 3 things: spontaneous decisions made right now, offering to help someone, and making a promise.
And use going to for 2 main things: plans you made before speaking and predictions when you have clear evidence.
Our challenge for you this week is to practice. First, think about one definite plan you have for tomorrow and say it out loud using going to. Tomorrow, I'm going to...
Then find an opportunity to offer help to someone. When you see it, say, I'll help you. It's great practice and it's a nice thing to do.
Thank you so much for listening to the Practical English Podcast. We hope this has been helpful.
Until next time, keep practicing.